one of the best decisions that I've ever made that changed the trajectory of my life was choosing Leyte High as my high school. That's true! Kinatubola, guys! Leyte High is the biggest school in the region, which produced brilliant alumni who have excelled in their respective fields and have become veterans in their chosen careers. So I'm overwhelmed and humbled. I am the one given this opportunity to stand on this very stage to address you. This is actually a check-off of my bucket list because being a guest speaker is just like being a Miss Universe. It's both an honor and a responsibility. Charot. We, Waraynoans, we've been through a lot. We, the Waray youth, survived two of the most disruptive occurrences in history. In history, not just in Tacloban. In 2013, Typhoon Yolanda, correct. In 2020, the COVID-19 pandemic, which shut down the world. You know, these two were unexpected. And this two made me realize that life is truly full of surprises. I realized that life is fleeting. Fleeting meaning life is short. And I have to make the most out of this life. And as much as I can, I should always choose to live a life with no regrets. And here, ladies and gentlemen, speaking from my 27 years of existence, full of ups and downs, here are my 4 ways to live a life with no regrets. I recognize that we have our own ways of living. Pero kung babalikot ko tapon high school, mag-college, amoy ng mga bagay na di ko pinagsisisihan ginhimo ko. And I'm thankful na ginhimo ko. Number 1, it's something that we always hear, but it's true. Step out of your comfort zone. It's in stepping out from our comfort zone that we are able to truly grow and develop holistically. Holistically? Big word! So what does it mean to develop holistically? Hindi lang dapat natin kinukulong yung mga sarili natin sa loob ng silid-aralan, di ba? Holistic development, it means unlocking all our potentials. It's not just about developing our academic or intellectual capacity. It's also about developing our social, emotional, physical, and ethical, and even creative abilities. Nga ni Leyte High, for sure, o sa talaga ay yung mga pinaka na-enjoy yung mga extracurricular activities, di ba? We have a lot of extracurricular activities, and most of this, when I was still in high school, pushed me past my limits, and even made me uncomfortable. And I have no regrets. When we find ourselves in discomfort, when we find ourselves uncomfortable, let's embrace it. Because it is the beginning of growth. I thank my past self for being so active in extracurricular activities and going beyond my limits. Because this shaped me to be the holistic individual that I am today. I wasn't actually part of the honor roll when I graduated. I was not like you who graduated with honors. But I was valedictorian. Valedictorian in extracurricular. Every month, may mga celebration and event ang bawat department. Hindi lang na-unlock ang ating potential, kundi ang ating competitiveness din, di ba? So back then, we always look forward to events such as ang mga tugsayawit, the speech choir, and of course, ang sports fest. Kaya may reason kami to be excused from the class. Because we have to participate and practice for the competition. Pero may breather, kumbaga, nakakahinga kami mula haakan. And these school activities made my high school life extra colorful and extra fun. And more importantly, my classmates and I got to be closer to each other because of the camaraderie that these competitions entailed. One proud moment of my class, I remember, during 3rd year, we won the speech choir competition. It was a proud moment kaya napwede namon, natalo namon ang seniors during that time. And we had the opportunity to perform at the DepEd Regional Office 8 in Palo. And of course, alongside winning, we also experienced losing. And these defeats humbled us. The extracurricular activities opened so many doors and opportunities for me. I became the president of the Supreme Student Government. This experience shaped the leader in me. This also honed my confidence in speaking in front of the public. And I also owe this to my SSG advisors, shout out kay Sir Roda. And I'm actually sad because Sir Roda is retiring this week. So he has contributed a lot to Leyte National High School. Palakpakan naman natin sa Sir Roda. Grabe po yung naging training namin under Sir Roda, under the SSG. So it was also in high school when I had my first plane ride. Thanks to CMLI and Sir Bernie for seeing the potential in me. It was my first time participating and competing in a national event. And many fond memories also come from my school paper experiences. Shout out kay Ma'am Mirna. Shout out to Ma'am Mirna and Ma'am Casaos, our then advisors. I used to be the anchor of the radio broadcasting team of Ang Leytean. I loved it every time I was holding the microphone, just like today, and delivering the news headlines in competition. It is DYMT 990 killers sa inyong mga radyo. Mga experience ang kuhan, high school. And during our stint, we became the force to reckon with in the city, winning the press con for consecutive years. These exposures outside the classroom helped me know my strength and discover my passions. The mass media, communicating, and leading. I then graduated from my dream course, Broadcast Communication in UP Diliman, cum laude. And I believe I excelled in university because I chased my passion. I enjoyed completing my school requirements because I was in a course that I genuinely love. At present, I continue challenging myself. My job in a global data and media research company requires me to engage with different kinds of people, including high-profile personalities, sometimes those that I just see on TV, from government, media agencies, advertisers, local broadcasters, to the biggest ones in the country. It entails a lot of courage and energy to meet all these people. And it's okay, because I grow. Outside work, I continue stepping out of my comfort zone through my YouTube channel, creating content, exposing myself to the public space, and subjecting myself to scrutiny. Sometimes, syempre, I think about what other people may say, but who cares? As long as I'm not stepping on another person's toe, wala akong natatapakang tao, I shouldn't be afraid of anything. After all, content creation makes me happy, and it helps me grow and expand my horizon. Go! Step out of your comfort zone and put yourselves out there, because this is prerequisite to growth. And you may just discover what you're truly passionate about, and the things that you want to do, and even the things that you do not want to do for the rest of your lives. So that's my first point. So number 2, build your character. I once asked my boss, ano po yung hinahanap nyo? Ano yung hinahanap nyo sa isang aplikante? Dapat po ba magaling? Di ko po sure ba't ako yung napili. She said, while experience and skills matter, it is the character that weighs more. The skills and knowledge, these are something that you can teach to an individual. These two are always teachable. But character, this is something that you are able to develop over time. So I actually applied to the team 3 years ago. I never had any experiences in that senior executive role I was applying to. But I got accepted. And I was told that aside from seeing the potential in me. Asya kintilang tumarol because I am from Tacloban. Alam niya ang tapat nating mga Taclobano na kahit saan tayo magpunta, kahit saan tayo ilagay, will survive. She was also impressed with my journey of how I left Tacloban at a young age and braved into an unfamiliar concrete jungle to pursue my dreams of studying in Diliman. A manifestation of both grit and courage, which are essential not just at work, but also in life. Last Thursday, we actually had the opportunity to sit down and converse over dinner with the UP President here in Tacloban. So the discussion on IQ versus EQ came in. Kamu guys, kumapakainan kamo, IQ or EQ? EQ! And for him, just like you guys, EQ or emotional intelligence weighs much more than IQ. This is especially true at this age of continuous digital advancement, where in just one click, we can already get all the information that we need. Let's face the reality. It's the era of supercomputers, of artificial intelligence. These supercomputers and artificial intelligence now have the capacity to exponentially outperform a human's IQ. But what do we have over these 21st century technological advances? It is empathy. It's the ability to emotionally understand what other people feel and put ourselves in the shoes of others. And this is something that we should all nurture. Aanin mo ang talino mo, may honors kaya na, or ang husay mo sa trabaho, pero di rin ka man maalam makipagkapwa-tao. Hindi ka marunong makisama. And Leyte High and UP are both diverse communities, with students coming from the different walks of life. And in interacting with diverse individuals, knowing them and hearing their stories, we learn how to empathize. And if we know how to empathize, we also get to treat other people right and better. Oh, so that's 2 out of 4 points. May 2 points pa. Number 1, step out of your comfort zone. Number 2, build your character. And the number 3 point, I believe this is very important. Prioritize your mental health. Don't forget to take breaks. I've always put a high value on work-life balance. Every time I get tired or get stressed at work, I have this mindset na there's more to life than just work. In 2015, when I was still in college, one of the most unexpected things happened to me. This is actually the first time that I am sharing this with a lot of people, but I just felt na I have to share this today. I was clinically diagnosed with depression, and it was the darkest phase of my life. It was really unexpected. Even myself wasn't able to absorb that it was happening to me. Because I'm always that happy person. There was just a point when I started feeling empty and anxious. I wasn't the happy and enthusiastic Dave anymore. I know there was something wrong with me. So gitawagan ko lang mama, tawagan ko yan and told her about this. Nagka na, ma, I think gusto ko magpa-check up. And I am grateful to my parents up until now because they were really supportive at that time. They immediately flew to Manila and accompanied me to a psychiatrist. There, totoo nga, I was diagnosed with depression and I took medication for it. So I realized that depression is real. Totoo pala siya. In depression, di nila ito pag-iinarte. So this is just like any other illnesses that needs to be addressed professionally. So after more than a year of consultation and medication, I was finally free from it. But I also have to point out that our mental health services need to be more accessible to the masses. And everyone, let's also be kind to each other because we never know what the other person might be going through. If you guys are struggling and feeling the same way that I did, don't be afraid or embarrassed to tell your parents and seek professional help. You can be open to your professors or teachers as well. I was actually a consistent university scholar. But then, after the darkest phase in my life, I realized that grades are meaningless if you are unhappy. So I made sure to prioritize my well-being over anything. Even up until now at work, I make sure to take good care of my mental health. I make sure that I always have something to look forward to, such as watching K-dramas, rid of tears after a long day, bonding with loved ones, and traveling. So these are the things that keep me going, especially traveling, which is my ultimate form of breather. Also, I grow when I travel. I get to meet a lot of people and get exposed to new culture. So this is also a passion that I get to earn from all the travel content that I am creating. So everyone, figure out what makes you happy and spend time doing the things that make you happy. After all the struggles that I went through, my definition of success has changed. To me, success is no longer about obtaining the highest grades in school or being at the top of my career. Anong silbi ng mataas na grades or success sa career kung hindi ka naman masaya? To me, success is simply being happy and content. Woo! So that's just point 3. Finally, our last point. So lastly, serve the people. It's in UP where I learned that we don't just exist for ourselves. We exist for others too. The purpose of education and learning shouldn't just be for ourselves. This should also be for the nation. In fact, UP has recently unveiled its new motto. Before, it was just honor and excellence. Now, service has been added. Honor, excellence, service. Because honor and excellence for who? It should be for the people. And this should be true for everyone. I encourage you to think critically and make yourselves aware of social issues. Being critical and socially aware is one step towards addressing the issues that plague the Filipino people. It's one step towards achieving change. So once you're in college, join organizations. Apart from honing your skills, this is also one way of nation building. Find organizations that have purpose. In Diliman, I was a part of UP Radio Circle, and we used to organize events that push media literacy forward. Here in Tacloban, I'm also part of the UP Halcyon that conducts citywide leadership training yearly to shape the future leaders of the city. I remember I was also being invited as a speaker and talk about the power of social media, which is very relevant today. So we, the Waray youth, we are smart. You are smart. You are talented. You are capable. We've been through a lot. We've been through the strongest, one of the strongest typhoons. We've been through the pandemic. Ano mang hamon ang ibato sa atin, kayang-kaya nating malagpasan yan. Magmahal ka ng Waray. Magmahal ka ng Waray. Kasi kaming mga Waray, kami ay matatapang. Kaya kang ipaglaban. Gagamitin na ninyo ito yung mga crush pag-college ninyo. Tayong kabataan, meron tayong kanya-kanyang lakas at talino. Let's use everything that we acquired and learned in school and outside the four corners of the classroom to make a difference and be of service to the people. Because we, the youth, we are the strongest hope of this country. So class of 2024, step out of your comfort zones, build your characters, prioritize your mental health, and serve the people. These are for me the ways to live a life with no regrets. You're about to step out of this high school and about to experience a bigger world, and it will be up to you on how you will live your lives to the fullest. Papunta pa lang tayo sa exciting part. And I sincerely hope that you all get to lead a meaningful and happy life. Congratulations, class of 2024 and Padayon!